Hola, ¿qué tal amigos? Buenos días, buenas tardes y buenas noches. No importa la hora que sea, siempre es un gran momento para aprender español con Profesor Pablo. Time for a pit stop. We're still in the subjunctive. All these sentences here are either going to take present or past subjunctive. For each sentence that has present subjunctive, we'll also turn it around and do it in the past subjunctive. So we're going to try it both ways. All right, our first sentence. I don't know anyone named Marisela. Okay, you're describing nadie, and it's got to be in the subjunctive because the person doesn't exist. So, I don't know anyone named Marisela. Now, the verb to name is llamarse. Like, my name is Pablo. Me llamo Pablo. Literally, it means I call myself Pablo. But we don't say that in English. Hi, I call myself Pablo. Nice to meet you. No, you say my name is. But by the same token, in Spanish, we don't really say mi nombre es. We can say it, but it's more common me llamo and your first name. Me llamo Pablo. Mi nombre es Pablo. That's fine. Me llamo Pablo, more common. I don't know anyone named Marisela. The verb conocer, present tense. Yo no conozco, we need the personal a nadie, because nadie is referring to a person. Yo no conozco a nadie que. Again, here's the que. Are you going to go indicative or are you going to go subjunctive? We need subjunctive. In the present tense, her name is Marisela, se llama Marisela. But we need to go opposite vowel. Yo no conozco a nadie que se llame Marisela. Okay, now let's take this into the past. I didn't know anyone named Marisela. I did not know anyone named Marisela. Yo no, we're going to go imperfect. Yo no conocía a nadie que. Now we need the past subjunctive of se llame and se llama. Yo no conocía a nadie que se llamara Marisela. This is high-level Spanish. There isn't anything that I need. But in English, it's so basic. There isn't anything that I need, right? But in Spanish, it's way up here at the top. No hay nada que yo necesitar. You need opposite vowel. No hay nada que yo necesite. There wasn't anything that I needed. Take I into the past. We're going to go imperfect. No había nada que yo necesitara. No había nada que yo necesitara. There isn't any person here that I know. No hay any person. How do you say any person? Ninguna persona. No hay ninguna persona aquí that I know. Que yo, you're going to take conozco like we did here, but put it in opposite vowel. No hay ninguna persona aquí que yo conozca. There wasn't any person here that I knew. No había, take I into the past, you're going to go había. I había, conozco, conocía. No había ninguna persona aquí que yo. Now you need the past subjunctive of conocer. Take the ellos form of the predicate, conocieron, change that with a, and build your past subjunctive from there. No había ninguna persona aquí que yo conociera. There isn't anything that I can do. I'm sorry. Lo siento. There is nothing that I can do. There isn't anything that I can do. No hay nada que yo can do. Well, we need to take puedo and go opposite vowel. No hay nada que yo pueda hacer. No hay nada, lo siento, no hay nada que pueda hacer. There was not anything that I could do. Let's take it into the past. No hay becomes no había. No había nada que yo, like we did conociera, we're going to take the iera form of poder. No había nada que yo pudiera hacer. No había nada que pudiera hacer. I'm looking for something that's good for a cough. Well, to look for is buscar. You could say estoy buscando, but we're going to go with busco. Busco something. Busco algo that que is good for a cough. Now we say a cough in English. In Spanish we say the cough. So it goes like this. Busco algo que, you need the subjunctive present of es, right? And that's sea. Busco algo que sea bueno para la tos. Para la tos. Busco algo que sea bueno para la tos. I was looking for something that was good for a cough. Buscaba algo que fuera bueno para la tos. Es, sea, fuera. Learn that verb ser. We use it all the time. Es, present indicative. Sea, present subjunctive. Fuera, past subjunctive. Busco algo que sea bueno para la tos. I was looking for something that was good for a cough. Buscaba, we're going imperfect. Buscaba algo que fuera bueno para la tos. Buscaba algo que fuera bueno para la tos. Do you guys have any shirts that are black? I put it in quotation marks because we don't need a word for any here. But I'll show you how that works. Do you guys have, that's present tense of the verb tener. ¿Tienen ustedes? You can either say alguna camisa or just camisas, either way. You're not going to say algunas camisas because if you don't have alguna camisa, if you don't have a single shirt, you can't have a plurality of shirts. Even though we say that in English, do you have any shirts? We don't say, do you have any shirt that's black? We say, do you have any shirts that are black? That's commonly said that way in English. But in Spanish, you would go alguna again, because if you don't have alguna camisa, you're not going to have a plurality of it. So here, you could either say, ¿Tienen ustedes camisas? Or ¿Tienen ustedes alguna camisa que? We're going to go with camisas for our example. ¿Tienen ustedes camisas que? Subjunctive of son. Es, sea, son, sean. ¿Tienen ustedes camisas que sean negras? Did you guys have any shirts that were black? ¿Tenían camisas que fueran negras? ¿Tenían camisas que fueran negras? To speak Spanish correctly, using the subjunctive correctly, when people do speak Spanish correctly and fluently, and they hear you use the subjunctive, even without them recognizing it outwardly and saying anything to compliment you, it's like ringing all the bells in the language learning module, like, wow, this is golden. This is great. ¿Tenían ustedes camisas que fueran negras? Beautiful. We went to the store, but we didn't see anything that we liked. Okay, this starts off in the past. Fuimos a la tienda, pero no ver in the preterite. Fuimos a la tienda, pero no vimos nada que we liked. Well, the present tense we like is nos gusta. You've got to get it into the past subjunctive. So it's going to be fuimos a la tienda, pero no vimos nada que nos gustara. Let's put this one now into the present, right? We go to the store all the time, like there's a store on the corner. We go to the store all the time, but we don't see anything that we like. Vamos a la tienda todo el tiempo, una vez a la semana, once a week. Vamos a la tienda, pero no vemos nada que nos guste. There isn't any movie that interests me. I'm sorry. No hay ninguna película que interesar is a gustar type verb, like me gusta, te gusta, le gusta. Well, this is going to be me interesa, but we need to go opposite vowel. No hay ninguna película que me interese. There wasn't any movie that interested me. No había ninguna película que me interesara. Last one, I need something that doesn't cost a lot. Necesito algo que no cueste mucho. I needed something that didn't cost a lot. Necesitaba algo que no costara mucho. So here we have sentences in the present subjunctive, and we're able to put them into the past subjunctive. Let's go through one more time. I don't know anyone named Marisela. No conozco a nadie que se llame Marisela. There isn't anything that I need. No hay nada que yo necesite. There isn't any person here that I know. No hay ninguna persona aquí que yo conozca. There isn't anything that I can do. No hay nada que yo pueda hacer. I'm looking for something that's good for a cough. Busco algo que sea bueno para la tos. Do you guys have any shirts that are black? ¿Tienen ustedes camisas que sean negras? We went to the store, but we didn't see anything that we liked. Fuimos a la tienda, pero no vimos nada que nos gustara. There isn't any movie that interests me. No hay ninguna película que me interese, and I need something that doesn't cost a lot. Necesito algo que no cueste mucho. Now let's go into the past. I didn't know anyone named Marisela. No conocía a nadie que se llamara Marisela. There wasn't anything that I needed. No había nada que yo necesitara. There isn't any person here that I know. There wasn't any person here that I knew. No había ninguna persona aquí que yo conociera. There wasn't anything that I could do. No había nada que yo pudiera hacer. I was looking for something that was good for a cough. Buscaba algo que fuera bueno para la tos. Did you guys have any shirts that were black? ¿Tenían ustedes camisas que fueran negras? We go to the store, but we don't see anything that we like. Vamos a la tienda, pero no vemos nada que nos guste. There wasn't any movie that interested me. No había ninguna película que me interesara. Last one. I needed something that didn't cost a lot. Necesitaba algo que no costara mucho. All right, there you go. Good job. And again, if you get 100% of this both ways, wow, you could take my place. But measure your success. Success is getting one right. If you get two right, you double your success. If you get three, you triple your success. Don't look at anything as a failure. Look at what you can do. Look at it positively as a success. So hopefully you were able to get a lot of these, most of them. But if you didn't get them, hopefully when we go over it, it makes sense to you, and we're further working on inputting this information into what I call the language learning module. Thanks, guys. Please like, subscribe, share, and if you have any comments, please send a comment. And if you have any requests for a lesson, please send any lesson requests. Ok, es todo por ahora. Colorín colorado, esta lección se ha enseñado. Gracias. Adiós.